There we go. All right, let's go. I guess I could explore some more, but no, let's go.
Great.
Caleb,
My prince.
we were expecting you.
How may I be of service to you this time?
One thing at a time. The situation has changed. The money is gone. The accounts have been emptied.
What?
What? That's impossible.
Only Jason Moore could have transferred the money. The situation is dire.
Moore would never have done it on his own. He would never have dared.
I agree. It's much too bold a move for him, and that's what concerns me the most. Someone used him to attack us. Someone who was extremely well prepared.
Right. Someone inside?
It might be one of our own.
That's what I think. It's the most plausible explanation.
If there's a traitor among us, I'll have their head.
One thing at a time. I'll take care of the traitor, personally. Failure is a luxury we will soon be unable to afford. If you have nothing more to say, we can move on to the reason I sent for you.
Go ahead.
What did you think about Richard Dunham's file?
Money that should be going to me seems to go missing whenever he touches it. Richard is far too important to me. I can't afford to upset him now. But if his research doesn't pay off soon, I won't hesitate to show him my disappointment.
Did you read Jara Jory's file?
I wish I'd never seen it.
There's too much I despise in it.
She never mentioned she was monitoring the Primogen's finances. Or this, Cotopotus. What on earth is it?
I've got no idea.
It doesn't add up. It seemed important to her.
But she's not here to shed any light on it. I'm listening.
I've asked for your presence here because I have a new mission for you. Delson was able to track down the men who attacked us.
It wasn't easy, but it was impossible for them to disappear without leaving a trace after what they did yesterday.
Where are they hiding?
Long Island.
Really?
Yes, of course. An abandoned facility just off the coast. An old fort. It's the ideal place for a secret base.
And certainly much more. Who knows what they're up to out there?
How is it we didn't notice a thing?
They have abundant resources, and we're short on eyes.
It doesn't matter. We'll find the people responsible for the situation later. Our most pressing issue is preventing them from striking us again.
How?
How you gonna do
We're
that?
going to go there and kill their leader.
What?
Sending me there. That seems to be a rather bold choice.
I don't see anyone better for the job.
Infiltration isn't really my specialty.
You'll be dealing with Kai. You'll be a fox in a henhouse. I'm not worried about you. And Delson knows how to get you in.
Oh, that changes everything.
They evacuated the bodies from the site of the party, which is how we were able to pick up their trail.
There's a small, nondescript warehouse at Jeffrey's Point. As far as we can tell, their transfers from Boston to Long Island are made by boat. To avoid drawing attention to themselves, they've chosen to employ only small craft. There are bodies packed in the warehouse waiting to be shipped over. Do you get the picture?
So I act as a
You want me
body.
to disguise myself as a body to be evacuated.
Exactly. All you have to do is stop simulating your vital functions for a few hours.
It's risky.
It's
Right.
risky, but it's now or never. We might never get another opportunity. We have to try.
The last transfer is probably going to take place tonight. After that, there's no way of knowing when we'll get another chance.
So why send me by myself though?
We know where they are. Why go through their warehouse?
Charging into Long Island blind would be far too risky.
And with a traitor in our midst, I'd rather keep this to a small circle of trusted people to avoid any other unpleasant surprises.
Okay.
I need to know the details.
Let us worry about getting you into the warehouse. We've made all the preparations. You won't have to worry about a thing until you get to Long Island.
Alright, whatever.
And after that?
Once you're on the island, you'll be in uncharted territory. You'll be on your own.
Who is my target?
Walter Stanford.
He's the head of the Boston Task Force. He's part of what they call the Society of Leopold.
Someone else will take his place.
No need for you to worry about that for the time being. Your mission is to eliminate Stanford, and that's all.
Yeah, it's so risky though.
What do we know about this Stanford?
Not much. They're very careful. He was sent from the Vatican, and he brought other fanatics with him. If he's here, it means that Rome has faith in him, and that can't be good for us.
He's got to be taken out.
What's the Vatican getting out of all this?
Your guess is as good as mine. But it seems that the kind are trying to get a better understanding of us in order to hunt us more effectively.
Yeah,
The priests have been our enemies for ages. They have knowledge.
Putting an end to them is crucial. We must keep our enemies from unifying their strength.
yeah.
I don't wish to be the bearer of ill tidings, but what if I fail? Do you have a backup plan?
Caleb, you won't fail.
Yeah.
You're our only hope. We place all our trust in you to complete this essential mission.
There's no room for error, Bazori.
That's not smart though.
Aren't you worried someone will tip off the SI? There's still a traitor among us.
The traitors, my department. You need to strike quickly, and don't let anyone know of your plans. We can't take the slightest risk.
I shouldn't be going by myself.
I've heard enough.
Very well. Then you should get going. We've already lost enough time.
Very well, my prince.
It took out a whole party of vampires. They have heavy duty guns. Like, no. You could decide to confront your child, Beryl Underwood, about his inappropriate interest in Zhu Fang. You could have questioned Jason Moore's bodyguard in the court's interrogation room. Could I have? Yeah, I stopped and talked to Caius. I didn't talk to the bodyguard. Dang it. I forgot all about that. When I went down there, I thought they were just going to automatically have me do it, but I talked to Caius and that was it. And then I left. I could have. Oh, man. Oh, well. Yeah, should have had 50. Auspex. Interactions related to the memories of an item. Celerity. Transverse the environment at high speed and slows down your perception of time. In certain situations, it allows you to slow down the environment around the character. Are available in this state. I kind of like that. I could pickpocket people? She needs more experience. I think I want this. I don't know. But she needs education. And give her technology, maybe? And just keep that 10 for next time. Yeah. Caleb, I'm in.
I'm guessing you tipped Pizori off to the traitor?
Yes.
Any news?
Nothing since Richard's report. My city is in danger. Everything I've built, all the dreams I've invested. That Judas is a threat to everything.
Not for long. You'll bounce back.
Yes. Congratulations on your negotiations with the Chantry. Our agreement with Hartford is crucial.
I took some big risks.
I almost didn't make it out. I could have ended up a guinea pig in their strange experiments.
Don't be ridiculous. We would have realized you'd gone missing soon enough. I would have sent someone to get you. Ugh, that's enough brooding. That's not why I brought you here. I have a new favor to ask of you.
What a surprise.
About what I told you earlier concerning Delson and Long Island. I've got a plan.
Oh, I know that look. Hazel.
This is the best moment to strike.
That sounds like the definition of rushing into things.
Yes, but we have no choice. Delson?
We need to blind them from the inside. They know too much about it. We have to change that. For that, we need someone to hit them with a surprise attack from within their compound.
I wish that person luck.
You.
That's way out of my league.
Hazel's not asking for your opinion. You proved you were reliable with Hartford. We need your skill sets for such a risky and vital task.
That's precisely what's got me on edge.
It's your chance to prove to the court once and for all that you deserve a place on the council, MM. After this, you'll be untouchable.
I sure hope so. All right.
Right.
How do I get on this island? By boat?
I doubt it. Coastline's under surveillance.
So I swim across. All right? What then?
Kaya's wrote a program that can help us. If you can upload it into their system, it'll corrupt all the data they've got in their database. Their systems, the archives, it'll all be lost.
Allowing us to cover our tracks.
It's our best shot at making it through this. You'll just have to insert it into a computer that's on their network. That's absolutely essential. Any questions?
This would have been a better mission for Laisha though. With her ability to go invisible and everything. And then Bathory is going to be there. Basori is going to be there. So why can't they work together? It made more sense for them to know each other is going so they could work together and plan out their moves. All right, can I take someone?
Am I allowed to take a partner? I'd feel a lot better about this if I had someone covering my back.
I understand, but that's not possible. We're already taking a risk by sending a person in to infiltrate their hideout.
Got it.
But you all are you are sending someone else though.
Your plan sounds pretty old school. There's no way to do that remotely?
We've tried, but Leto's agents weren't able to breach their security. Their network's too highly protected. That's why we need you.
I see.
Whatever.
So, let me get this straight. You want me to infiltrate the enemy base alone? The same enemies who just slaughtered half the camp?
Exactly.
Quit whining. You can have help.
Oh, really?
Your task will not be easy. You'll need a diversion while you sabotage their system. A raid near their base, for example.
That could work. Who will you send?
I refuse to sacrifice any more of our people. So we might as well send in the riffraff. The Anarchs could do the job.
Come again?
You heard me. I want you to go see them and convince them to go with you to Long Island.
You're trying to thin their herd.
I'm balancing the scales, that's all.
They can't stand us. They'll never agree to fight for us, let alone on their own without us.
They don't have to know they'll be alone. Lead them to believe our forces will join up with them.
Really?
The SI is a threat to the entire city. They're just as concerned as we are.
That is not smart.
I'm not comfortable with the idea of sending them to be slaughtered. It's despicable.
It's just politics, and it's probably your only chance to come back in one piece.
What if I refuse?
I won't let you. Your conscience is of no concern to me. The only thing that matters is our survival. And too bad if it keeps you up at night.
The true face of the camera.
Right.
Send someone else to negotiate. A real emissary.
No one else knows the Anarchs as well as you do. They go to your clubs, don't they? They know who you are. They know they can trust you.
After this, they
barely
won't.
know them. I see a couple of them once in a while, but that's it. We're not exactly friends.
You're still in the best position to negotiate with them.
Yeah.
This Prince.
Right then. Let's say I agree.
You don't have a choice, but I'll humor you.
How am I supposed to go about it? I can't just go chasing down every Anarch I know to ask for their help.
There's only one Anarch that counts. Their Baron.
Randall Thane?
That's right. He's in charge of the various Anarch gangs in the region. I don't know where he is right now. You'll need to use your network.
I've got an idea of who I can ask. What can I use as leverage if they try to negotiate?
Money, favors. Offer them whatever seems useful.
All right.
One more thing. Don't tell anyone about your task, not even your sire. I don't want the council poking their noses into this. That will be all. I'm counting on you, MM. Be careful, and good luck.
I'm gonna need it.
Right. Caleb is too. This is like,
Ma'am, there you are.
the hell?
I'm sorry I wasn't here to meet you when you got back. I was busy.
Where were you?
Everyone's got their priorities, I guess. It's not like I've been waiting for hours.
Oh, please. You're always asking for more space. You're going to complain about me giving you space now?
I'm sorry, I hoped for a little bit of support from you.
You haven't asked for any since you threw me out of your life.
Excuse me? What are you talking about? We never...
Broke up? It's been 30 years, Amem.
What? I don't remember.
Come on. I get the feeling we need to clear up a few things.
Or she'll forget that they broke up.
Yeah.
That's one of the memories that she... That's one of the memories that she lost.
Come on. Tell me what's going on.
The Warlocks. I knew their library would leave a mark. They fucked with my head.
So, if I understand right, you have no memory of our breakup.
None whatsoever. I really thought that I mean, you know.
There's a reason the Warlocks have a bad reputation.
And you said it's been 30 years?
More or less.
That seems like forever. And then again, the blink of an eye for us.
Believe me, it's been a long 30 years.
Should tell her about the memories.
When I was there with the Tremere, I saw things, glimpses of the past. It was like I was reliving certain episodes of my past. I guess that's what Osborne meant when he told me about the memories.
What exactly did you see?
My attack?
I saw my attack with the Knights. I need to know. What happened after that? Did they pay for what they did to me?
It's a long story, Mem. And it's not really a happy one.
That's all the more reason. I want to know what happened. It's my memory, not some game.
Exactly. I don't want to see you suffer again. I won't allow it.
But it's not your choice. It's not you we're talking about, it's me. I can't just sit here not knowing.
I won't tell you a thing.
Hilda, please.
I said no. There's no point in insisting.
Fine. Whatever you want.
Alright, I don't need to talk
That's
about
all.
them.
I'm sorry you had to go through that again. I can't imagine how upsetting it must have been.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing that with me.
I'm sorry. I've got to go. I need to take some time to process all of this. The prince is sending me out on another task. I can't screw up.
What kind of task?
I'm sorry, but I can't talk about it. Hazel made that exceedingly clear. If she thinks things are better like that, I believe her.
For God's sake, Amem, I'm your sire. You should trust me, not that snake in the grass.
Personally, I've never had anything bad to say about Hazel.
Unlike me. Is that it? You'd be singing a different tune if you knew what I know.
If I knew what?
Nothing. You wouldn't believe me anyways.
Really?
Fine. I'll just make your life miserable until you spill the beans.
Seriously?
You know how stubborn I can be when I want something.
Hazel's a smart woman. She knows what she needs to do to get what she wants. And she wants you.
That's going too far.
You think it's an honor, but you should really be worried. Hazel never does anything she's not sure she'll benefit from, which means she's got ways to make you bend to her will. She's careful to hide her secrets from you, safe behind her herald. Tonight could be your last chance to discover them. Very well, let's move on. You're right. You should go get some rest, and do think over what we've discussed. Promise me you'll be careful.
I'll try.
I have to sneak into she want me to sneak into the prince's office? Why? It seems like it'd be super dangerous.
Zhu Fang? I didn't know that Caleb's protege was such a big deal. Alcohol. Ew. I always hated that smell.
Isn't the prince gonna be in her office though? Because they want me to... I gotta look at what I'm supposed to be doing. The meme understands that alliances are too valuable to be set aside so easily. There is still a long way to go, but at least dialogue is still possible. Even undead kindred sometimes need to share the memories that haunt them as a means of healing. The men will be able to share more easily with their fellow kindred. Why can't I see my I'm supposed to be able to bring that up by pressing...
Do you think we have time to just laze around?
You need to be fast and effective. Destroy anything we don't need. Keep what's important. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, Miss Bosley.
You're a good kid, Lazarus. I need a drink. Now! Shake a leg!
I'd better hurry.
Yeah, so I have to hurry up now while she's busy, basically, right?
direct route to the prince's apartments. April plays the guard dog.
Yeah, Harold.
The Swan's Nest. I hope it's worth it.
My dear Jajan. Time comes, I'll help you. Club business cards.
I didn't know Hazel was into music.
Swan Lake. She plays the violin. My prince. The devoted servant, Caius Leto. Deduction.
I've always found swans very moving. They're beautiful, but full of melancholy. It's a nice symbol. I get the
Deduction.
feeling something's missing.
There'll be something right there. There we go. I don't have a key.
There are faint marks on the wall.
Observe in detail. So I could, I guess that showed me like how it moves, because it shows me the memory of an object. Why is there stairs to go right there? That clearly moves. Nice table. There we go. That goes in that swan.
I understand better now why Dijon never mentioned his sire. Hazel's always one step ahead.
He's a child of the one Marie de Richette. She is rather ordinary. The Harper Chantry. In the voodoo ritual. Who has been influenced by this magic? Huh. Okay. This room is nice. How you got the curtains hanging up against the top of the bed, and then go along the walls. It makes the room feel warm, despite the bed being in the center like this. See premonition.
Hazel had another child before Miley? Shit. I had no idea. Seeing as how it ended, I'm not really surprised.
He quickly got up and tried to escape. It was only after he was thrown against a wall that he really understood that only one of us would ever leave the hangar. What? After spraying gasoline all over the premises, I set it on fire. Ancient history. Okay, so I haven't found anything here really. Not yet anyway. I'll put this swan in that statue. See what happens. Oh, there's the key.
I wonder if...
What? Am I supposed to know? How am I supposed to know what,
There are faint marks on the wall.
How am I supposed to know what order it goes in? It's only A to G. Oh, wow. Are those, you know what? Are those the music notes? Yeah. So BFDAC, right? BFDAC. BFDAC.
That noise. Something moved.
Open?
So Hazel has her eye on my clubs. Ugh, politics. Always politics. What's her game? Is this how she thanks her allies?
The principal boss, you know, I'm always looking for opportunities to expand my domain. A few of my concepts have brought an opportunity to strengthen our hold on Boston's nightlife to my attention. Number of venues. These venues happen to be currently used by MM Louise, whom you do not know very well. She is one of our kind.
That explains why Hazel's holding off on Fang's embrace. Underwood. What a creep.
I've heard you fear the departure of my dear sire. Indeed, the progressive department of the elders among us is a matter of concern, especially when it involves such a loyal and valuable element. Nevertheless, I believe I have a way to keep him at your disposal. My sire is rather infatuated with a promising young woman. He was to embrace her. Desire anything. You already have a child as accomplished myself. I wouldn't dare to comment on the subject myself and would join you in your question. So this Su Feng, as the object of his desire is named, should be formally presented to you very soon. You know how dear old Basri stands on tradition. Of course, he will only embrace her when you have given him permission to do so. That is why I suggest you use some obscure excuse, such as the overcrowding of Boston, for example, to stall for time. He will understand. If there's anything Caleb is good at, it is understanding Princess, even when they make decisions that go against his interests. Ask him for more time, postpone it, or even simply ignore his request, and he will be all the more ready to prove his worth to you. I obviously do not expect any form of compensation for his advice, the mere act of serving my prince, blah, 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 blah.
Bazori is a loyal dog, and Hazel's got him on a short leash.
Evaluation of Gerald Drury. During Queen the King's reign, Galiberti was always above reproach, performing every task assigned to him without batting an eye. He is the consummate tool for doing dirty work, as he is cold and efficient. I won't even begin to tell you how many thin-blooded anarchs or dissidents he has faced and defeated. Such overwhelming loyalty to your predecessor would suggest that he be sidelined or even removed. Nevertheless, I urge you not to rush down this path. On the contrary, keeping Caleb Brosser as close to you as possible seems to be, to me, the wisest thing to do. Indeed, his loyalty was not to Quentin King, but to the role of the prince. And today, that is you, Miss Iverson. Caleb Bathory could quickly become one of your best assets. I remain at your disposal to provide you with the reports of his various missions, but a reading of everything seems unnecessary as there is far too much of it.
Hazel said there was an accident, but it was actually an execution. If Leisha were to find out...
It is with a heavy heart that I confirm that I carried out your orders last night. Halsey is no more, so you will most certainly experience less fear of new incidents. I've already made arrangements at the Institute for Leisha because I am certain that she will be shocked and that she will become unwell. While I understand your reasons, with all due respect, I must warn you that Halsey's disappearance will not necessarily result in increased potential for Leisha to have visions. I will tell Leisha there has been an unfortunate accident, and if required, I will manipulate her memories to avoid the worst. You can count on my discretion, and I will tomb regarding this matter. Halsey is the little girl, right? Ain't nothing happened to Halsey. I need to put all this stuff back. I need to close that. I need to put the key back in here. I need to push that back closed. I need to grab the swan, put it back on her desk. I mean, her shelf. Oops. See, I supposed to better press right to show my goals, but it's not doing it. Character sheet, pause menu, exploration discipline. Obfuscating celerity. It's not showing my dialogue. I mean, my stuff. Guess I just leave and leave all that like that so she knows someone been here.
I should go. It's gonna be a long night.
Not yet.
Not just yet.
I can't put this stuff back. It's not.
First, the Anarchs. But I have to find them first.
Alternative. You could have discovered the Barrel Underwood and Caleb's ghoul Zhu Fang were up to something. Aww. You could have discovered a secret about your sire. I could have talked to... I could have talked to Caleb's... I could have talked to Zhu Fang. And Barrel. That sucks. Alright, whatever. At least she got 55. Let's give her some security. That's all I can afford. No, there we go. Discipline. 90. 25. 2 to dominate. Do that. Apply. What the hell's this place? Oh, is this where I used to be kept? Oh, look, I got that. It's burnt in my forehead. Oh, this witch call's office.
Halsey? Yes, Mom. I'm here.
And a big old cross on my forehead.
Richard always liked masks, like all children of Malkov.
So let's explore first. No, maybe probably nothing to explore. I explored this office already.
Hey, Pumpkin. What are you looking at?
The picture is scary.
Come now. There's nothing to be afraid of. You're not going to be afraid of a couple paintings now, are you?
No, but
Yes, I know. It's Richard. He was angry, but he wasn't angry with you. You know,
I don't think he is. He doesn't like me following you around.
yes, but it's because he worries you'll get hurt. Pumpkin, there are much more serious things going on right now.
Those people who put us into boxes. And who hurt you.
Yes, them. But don't be scared. Mommy's here.
I know.
I won't let anyone hurt you. Ever.
So did I adopt her? Or was she just simply calling her a daughter?
There you are. But what on earth is that mark?
I ran into an experienced inquisitor. I was caught off guard.
Not a dangerous mission, was it? You brought back a souvenir.
I'm still in one piece. That's all that matters. Where have you been? I've been looking for you since I got back, but
The prince hasn't given me a moment's rest since I returned.
I won't hide the fact that I was happy that you were the one to, well,
That I informed them about the Second Inquisition. Yes, I can imagine.
are you still angry that Hazel let me out? Don't you think there are more pressing issues here?
See? I told you so.
That's enough. I'm not venting frustration. Can't you see that? You're confusing a wounded ego with my professional concerns.
I appreciate you worrying, but
Yes, I'm troubled by the faith that you place in Hazel, and I have good reason to be. She didn't follow your treatment protocol. Usually, I give you your treatment when you awaken. You're not stable, Leisha.
enough with that already.
You failed miserably with the mission the prince gave you. That's proof of it.
What do you mean?
You didn't have a firm grasp of the risks.
How could I have guessed that?
And to top it off, you didn't bring anyone back to the prince. You'll become more and more overwhelmed by your visions and your hallucinations. All this because she's afraid. Hazel has become dependent on you.
That's good.
Don't you think you're blowing things a bit out of proportion? Dependent on me?
On your visions, of course. Don't you understand? She didn't bring them up.
She did mention them in passing.
She needs your premonitions to help her anticipate the future, to try to influence the course of events.
Right, she doesn't understand them.
She would like to, you mean?
What do you mean by that?
They're strange images.
You mean to say they're symbolic?
That's it, symbolic, I guess. But it's hard to say what they could mean.
That's why I don't think it's a good idea to encourage Hazel to think she can rely on your visions to serve her own ambitions. Here's a dose of your treatment. Take it immediately.
This will rid me of my premonitions, is that it?
I don't have time to break this to you gently. I have to go straight to the point.
What are we talking about?
Leisha, Halsey isn't real.
What?
It's not true, is it?
You're the only one who sees her.
No.
Our family has a gift for seeing things.
No, Halsey is my daughter.
In your mind.
That would make sense.
Always difficult to pull you away from her. That's why I try to treat you as soon as you awaken to keep Halsey from reappearing.
He's lying, Mom. He hates me.
You're either lying or you're wrong. I don't know which, but it's not true.
Leisha,
But Hazel sees her.
when your hallucinations increase, your premonitions do too. They become more specific and more reliable. And that's what the prince wants. But you grow increasingly catatonic. Halsey starts to take over.
No! I don't want you to leave me!
Enough! Shut up, both of you!
It's just you and me, Leisha.
Oh,
I mean,
no.
He's a liar! It's not true!
I regret having to inflict this terrible shock on you each and every time.
Every time?
Leisha, the prince wants to see you. Immediately.
Yes, of course. Just a minute.
I'm not supposed to be here. I should have left for the Red Salon already.
Why? No, you can't just leave like that. I have too many questions.
Hazel doesn't like to wait.
We'll have time. Go now. Obey the prince, Leisha. Stay where it's safe, and above all, drink.
I'm not drinking that.
There. I'm coming.
I mean, Halsey definitely isn't there, though. He said my premonitions get more specific.
Leisha, I wanted to
Specific.
thank both of you
The
for...
prince sees me. See, Mom? Richard's a liar.
Are you all right, Leisha? You seem...
Quit pretending.
Come now, Leisha. What's wrong?
You've been pretending to see Halsey since the very beginning. Why did you lie to me?
Lie to you? I didn't lie to you. Halsey is part of you, and I accept you just the way you are. That's all.
So she doesn't see her. She just accepts that I believe she's real. Yeah, there's no way I'm intimidating the prince. 5 intimidation? There's nowhere. Up to this point. I mean, if I customized her and gave her intimidation, anticipating this point in the beginning, then yeah. Look, 4 psychology, 4 rhetoric, like yeah. There's no I can't do none of this to the prince like this. No. Insist.
Oh, I see.
You are the only one I trust. Tell me, why would I play games with you?
That's exactly the question I'm asking you.
It's more complicated than it seems. Halsey has made you better. And in my opinion, she's good for you.
I don't know about that, but I don't like feeling like I'm being toyed with.
Nobody is toying with you. It's quite the contrary. We all need you. Now, more than ever before. You need to help us.
I'll accept for now. Because I agree with you, but I don't like it.
Obviously. But what exactly do you want me to do this time?
An impression, an opinion about what's going on.
A premonition, basically.
Don't take it like that. Others are less scrupulous than I, believe me.
What are you talking about?
Richard, for one, who has manipulated your memory multiple times.
What?
Ask him about it. Just know that there are far worse than me creeping around you, Leisha.
Mom?
It's not as simple as that. I don't choose when they happen.
Mom! Mom, listen to me.
Yes, sweetie. What is it?
There's no point. The swan will lose its head in 2 days. I just saw it. We know, Mom.
What's going on? Leisha, is Halsey speaking to you? What is she saying?
Huh. I'll just tell you. It's what you want to know.
Halsey sees a swan. It'll lose its head in 2 days. But that could mean a lot of things.
It's not very clear, you mean?
Nothing's ever certain, and...
Of course. There's There's got to be a way to shuffle things. There must. Not after everything I've done. I won't believe it.
Hazel,
Please leave. I need to think.
As you wish.
I don't care that I got a mark on my forehead now. Man, where is this at?
I don't know who to believe anymore.
And why?
Richard or Hazel.
Please, Mom. I'll be a good girl, I promise.
I mean, Halsey's definitely not there. But I won't have premonitions without her. And if I don't have my premonitions, it's not like they're really helping me at all anyway. I don't ever understand them. They could help me. He said that Harley starts to take over though. If it was me, I would just choose not to take the treatment, but I would keep it. But I know since it's a video game, if I choose not to take the treatment, she's gonna do something stupid with it, like pour it down the drain or something. I really don't see no benefit of taking it. I mean, he says I become more catatonic because Halsey begins to take over. So I start to act like Halsey instead of me. Or she becomes more irate maybe. To the point where she becomes so loud that I can't ignore her. I don't know. I mean, because I personally, I don't have a connection to Halsey. She's annoying to me. But yeah, I think I want to get rid of Halsey. And Halsey's really dead. I mean, I just found that out with the men. That Halsey died. Really better for her, but Halsey's not really true.
You don't exist. You're just in my head.
Please don't leave me. Let me stay with you, Mom.
No, Richard is right. I need to get better.
So does this happen for Richard too? He has a vision that he sees all the time? Still got a vision. Yeah, it's Halsey. And me. And some other people. Are all those other people me? With Halsey in the center? Hey, that person's moving.
Damn it. That hallway again. And my memory loss. Halsey. Oh, shit. I have to find Richard at the Red Salon. He's gonna have to explain this.
Huh. You chose to listen to Dr. Richard Dunham and part ways with Halsey. She got a lot of experience. Ooh. I need a ma'am to get experience like that. Because she's lacking in abilities. But I'm gonna end this video here. It's a long one. Appreciate y'all checking me out. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll catch y'all in the next one.